Hello everybody, Skin Deep Beauty Vlogger here. I hope you're all really well. Today I have got an absolutely huge, crazy MAC haul. You're going to think that I've lost my mind. If you don't like hauls, switch off now. This is a huge haul, the biggest I've ever done, and definitely the biggest MAC haul I've ever done. Slight disclaimer, I didn't pick this all up at once. I have this weird thing where whenever I travel I like to pick up something from MAC, and because I have a pro card, that one item that I've picked up from MAC has now gone to like a couple of items each time because I don't have a MAC store near where I live. So I've been travelling quite a bit recently, and the culmination of that means that I've got a lot of products to show you today. Being completely upfront with you now, I've bought more than 10 eyeshadows and a good handful of lipsticks too, as well as some other products. So I'm going to get started. If you don't like hauls, as I said, switch off. Without further ado, I'm just going to get started. I'm going to start off with lipsticks, purely because I couldn't resist applying one of them to my lips now, which is Candy Yum Yum, the one that I'm wearing on my lips at the moment. Now, Candy Yum Yum is a matte lipstick, but it feels very creamy on the lips and is a gorgeous, bright pink colour. Really like this. This has been on my wish list for quite some time, so I was really pleased to pick it up. I'm going to show you all of these in the bullet, and I'm not going to do swatches, but I was thinking because I've now got quite a sizable MAC collection, the time will probably come that I'll start doing some more sort of top 10 videos of MAC, maybe show you what's in my palette, and also do some more tutorials, because I know MAC is a great one to include in tutorials because it's widely available. So I picked up two amplified cream lipsticks, and I really like the amplified ones. It just means that they're sort of more intensely pigmented. I picked up the shade called Chatterbox, which is a pink. And I have to confess that whilst Chatterbox was a bit of an impulse buy, Impassioned was one that's been on my list for a while. I also picked up two cremesheen lipsticks, and that's one of my favourite formulas. I picked up this one called Sunny Seoul. This was a definite sort of beauty blogger inspired buy. I picked this up when I was with some fellow bloggers such as Miss Budget Beauty, Laura Loves Beauty, Sparkalicious, and Britain's Next Top Beauty Blogger. And the other cream sheen that I picked up was disgustingly similar, and this is Peach Blossom. We were all laughing because we were saying that it was a bit like that scene in The Devil Wears Prada where they were all umming and ahhing about they look so different, and it was just two pretty much identical turquoise belts. I picked up a frost lipstick, and I don't tend to like frost finishes, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a bit of a fail, but the reason that I picked this one up is that it is Angel, which apparently Kim Kardashian wears, and I was thinking I might do a Kim Kardashian inspired tutorial. Do let me know in the comments below if that's something that you'd be interested in. You know, because there's not really very many of those on YouTube already. And then I picked up 4 lustre finish lipsticks, and as I said, these weren't all purchased all at once. I bought these on quite a number of occasions. In fact, I've got at least 5 MAC carrier bags around me because I had them all separated out, and I was thinking I'd do lots of different hauls, and I thought, you know what, just do the one big haul. So I picked up Patisserie, which is a lipstick that I've been wanting to pick up for a while because I thought it would be a really good wearable everyday shade. Lovelorn. Flamingo, which was originally a limited edition one. I think it was part of the Iris Apfel collection, but bought back by popular demand, and I was really pleased to get my hands on this. If MAC could bring back my favourite blush of all time, which is the cream blush in Sweet William, that would be much appreciated. And then the last lipstick that I picked up was actually a gift for my best friend. I'm sure she won't mind me showing it to you because I'm not swatching it anyway. And this is a very popular shade called Syrup, which I was tempted to get one for myself as well, but I thought, well, I already look like a crazy person because nobody needs this many lipsticks, particularly not all from one brand. So I was very restrained and didn't buy it for myself. I really wasn't restrained, because if I was restrained I wouldn't have gone as crazy as I did. I picked up one paint pot, and this is in the shade Indianwood. I really like paint pot. I really like paint pots. I tend to use them just as sort of a cream shadow. Now I do find that they can crease on me, but I do find them to be a very effective base. I quite like using the black one, I can't remember what it's called, Blackground, that's it, when I'm doing a smoky eye, and at the moment I've just put a little bit of Bare Study on, which I really like to pair with a cat eye liner and when I'm wearing a bold lip. So I thought that would be a useful addition to my collection. And then I'll quickly show you the sort of more boring products that I picked up, as in sort of accessories, before I show you the eyeshadow collection that I got. And by eyeshadow collection, I'm not exaggerating, I bought a lot of eyeshadows. But as you may have seen in my I'm Back and Recent Favourites video, I really do get a lot of use and enjoyment out of my MAC shadows, so I don't feel too guilty about buying a lot of them, because out of all of my makeup items, they are one that I reach for at least once or twice a week, if not every day. I picked up a new MAC 217, I already have one and I use it very regularly, if not every day, so I thought it'd be useful to have another one. A product that I've had on my wish list for a while was the mixing medium. The reason I wanted this was to help prevent creasing if I'm using MAC gloss for a sort of glossy lid. Look, I've heard that this is a really useful product for that, so I'll give it a bit of a trial. And let you know how I get on with it, and maybe even do a glossy lid tutorial. And I picked up an empty palette because I've nearly finished my existing palette for eyeshadows, and as you will see in a minute, I need a new one, so I was going to need a new one regardless, and I think the fact that I'd bought a new palette made me quite tempted to go a little bit crazier with the eyeshadows. Let me just show you. I mean, you all know, I'm sure, what a MAC palette looks like, but just in case, I picked this up. So I picked this up, and this is different to my existing one because it's the new clear lid palette, and this is all magnetised and you can just put the shadows in there directly, but I don't like that. I like it to look neat and organised, so I also picked up the inserts, which are just sort of the cut-out holes that you slot the pans into. So I picked up this one, which is the Sheertone blush in the shade Blushbaby. I think they're really useful to have. I think they look quite cool and great for if you're doing a grunge look, or equally if you're wearing a bright lip like I am today, really good to just have a neutral blush so that you don't need to think like, well, is this going to go or is it going to clash? Am I going to look like a clown? So that was why I picked this up. And I don't actually have too many MAC blushes, considering how much of a blush addict I am. Tend to go more for their lipsticks and eyeshadows, as you can probably tell. Okay, I'm going to zoom through the eyeshadows. I'm not going to swatch. As I said, if you want me to do a what's in my palette or a top 10 eyeshadows from MAC, then just pop it in the comments below. Now, when you buy them in the pan form, they don't include details of what the finish is, so if I remember, then I'll pop that in the info bar when I'm writing all the product descriptions of items that I've mentioned. Forgive me if I don't. So, I picked up Quarry, Brown Down, which I thought would be good for the outer V, Blackberry, Sable, Gleam, Sketch, Vex, Honey Lust, which is totally inspired by Chelsea Wears, because I've seen her wearing it and it looks amazing, Copperplate, Handwritten, Sumptuous Olive, and last but not least is Tempting. Phew, that's a lot of products that we've gotten through, so as I said, if you've got any questions or comments, do drop them below, keep them nice please. You know, I work hard for my money, I've got a pro card, and yes, it's disgusting to have this amount of makeup, but it's my hobby, and it also means that if you want any reviews, if you want any top 10 videos, or if you'd like any tutorials using any of the products mentioned, or any tutorials in general, then just let me know and I will be more than happy to oblige. It will help me to justify my crazy MAC haul. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Do give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!